It's in the middle of a communist country, Yugoslavia. And this word no one can ever pronounce, Medjugorje. So when I had to write about it for confirmation class, I called it Chitluk, Our Lady of Chitluk, after the nearest big town. It hasn't caught on yet. Now, in Singapore, lots of people started coming here from about 1985 till 91. And it transformed our whole archdiocese. People started to pray the rosary, they wanted adoration, they wanted 24-hour adoration. One parish introduced 24-hour adoration 7 days a week. And you see, in Singapore culture, we're mostly Chinese, we say kiasu. Kiasu means, I suppose the translation is keeping up with the Joneses. So when one parish introduced this, all of us had to have it. So every single parish introduced adoration. And the Archbishop at the time said, Medjugorje has transformed my archdiocese. Okay? And then in those days, the largest number of pilgrims used to come from the States. And according to Father Ivan de Gandic and some of the others here, the older priests, they say the second biggest group were from Singapore. Okay? And actually, those two countries now, there seem to be fewer pilgrims coming from both those places for different reasons. Now, this talk is in 3 parts. I've done the introduction a bit about myself. You're no longer curious about me. Good. Now, the first part is I want to make a distinction between signs and destinations. Lots of people come here hoping to see a sign, and that's understandable. But a sign is not the destination. For example, if someone came to you and said, could you tell me the way to Chitluk? And he looked up and there's a sign. It says, this way to Chitluk. And then he goes and he hugs the sign and he says, thank God, I'm home at last. I'm home at last. Would you think, you think something's gone wrong in translation, right? Okay. A sign is not the destination. If you see a sign, and lots of people tell me about their signs, I get shown lots of photographs of clouds and things like that. And they say, Father, can you see it? Can you see it? And I say, yes, of course I can. It's a sheep, isn't it? It's a bottle of tequila. Now, and I do get shown some very bizarre things. Someone's showing me the breakfast omelette looks like Padre Pio, and the rock and Padre Pio looks like my Lady of Mount Carmel. Now, okay. Fair enough. If this is a genuine sign, remember a sign must point to a destination. So if you really think this is a sign, it must make you holier. Okay? It must lead you to Jesus. Otherwise, it's a counter sign. And on the last day when you are judged, God will say, well, I sent you this sign and it didn't make you any holier. So the sign will testify against you. Okay? So the sign must make you holier. But a sign is not the destination. There's only one category of objects where the sign is the destination, and they are, yes, the sacraments. The sacraments. There are 2 great signs in Medjugorje, and nothing will ever exceed these 2 signs. There will never be any signs better or more beautiful or greater than these, and they are the Eucharist and confession. These are the 2 great signs of Medjugorje. Not even the permanent sign to be left on Potvrdo on Apparition Hill will be better than these. Why? Because the Eucharist is Jesus himself. It's not just the sign, it's the destination. It's the sign of the body and blood of Christ, and it is the body and blood of Christ. Confession is a sign of God's forgiveness, and it is God's forgiveness. Sign and destination coincide. There will never be any sign greater than these 2. Are you happy?
Yes.
Good. All right, we can go home now. All right, now that I've made that distinction between sign and destination, if you see the miracle of the sun, lots of you want to see the miracle of the sun, yes? Anyone want to see it? Oh, a few honest people. Everyone else is lying. Now, okay, you might see it, except every time I tell people, if you want to see it, I'll show it to you. Every time I say that, it starts raining and it clouds over. So maybe it's not meant to be. But look, if you see the miracle of the sun, it looks like what? It looks like a big host shielding your eyes from the blinding rays of the sun, yes?